Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Hi everyone, welcome. It is Monday. Monday. You know what that means. And behind me, I've got some goodies to share with you. So come on in, let's get busy. I know you're out there somewhere. I haven't seen anybody walking in. I don't see anything that says stars are going. I don't know if there are stars still available, but for whoever has sent me stars, thank you for that. It's so sweet. Anyway, hi Jennifer, good to see you. First one to say hello. There's Helen in the house. Good job. Come on in, y'all. Let's get busy. Jerry's here. Yay. First things first, and I know we're still waiting for people to come on in. Here's Amber, and there's my girl Beverly. And there's Jackie, of course. Good to see you. Martha's in the house. I'm so glad to see everyone. Happy Monday. Aren't you glad it's Monday? I am. Kristen, are you glad it's Monday? Patsy's glad it's Monday. She made the cutest little cross-stitch thing with the bun and the whole thing of me sweating it out. I am an athlete on the... I mean, it was the cutest thing ever, by the way. I almost cried. It was so cute. You know, you guys are just so full of talent. Can I just say that? I want you to think that way. Margot, good to see you, Marianne. You too. We are all full of talent. You know, we have these fabulous abilities, these fabulous things that are just our deals. There's Noreen. You know, we have to remember that. Dormant, hanging in there. This is going to be something you're going to want to see. Yolanda, good to see you. I got this sweet card from our girl, Carla. And it was just a sweet Valentine's prayer. And I just want to say to Carla, what a blessing you are, and thank you for that. I'm going to send you an email today about it. But I just wanted to show this. And then I got this one from Susan Willett too, because I just love, and I love this. Thank you. It made me just feel so special and loved. It's so sweet. Kathy, I'm glad you're back. Yolanda, might be cold. Maureen's here all the way from Australia. Glad you're here. Anyway, our quote of the week is, no pressure, no diamonds. Boom. You know why, right? Hi, Denise. You know why? Without pressure, you can't make a diamond. You know, we whine incessantly, don't we? Incessantly. And all I can say is like, why don't instead, let's just turn around and say, you know what this is, this pressure, it has a purpose. It has a purpose. It's molding us into beauty. Beauty. I just saw Joanne pop in, by the way. Glad to see you, Joanne. All right, I have something for you this week that, listen, it's still flu season. We also know about the virus which shall be named, stay unnamed. Let's just do that. Hi, Juanita. I saw you, and I saw your doggies over the weekend. It was great. So anyway, and it's my daughter's birthday, Caroline, today, by the way, 31 years old. I was 31 when I had her. And I'm just thinking, so where are the grandchildren? Anyway, I guess she's got 3 dogs. Our special of the week is extraordinary because, like I said, it's flu season and I want to make sure that you are taken care of. Right, Nora? Tanya, I see you. And Jane? Listen, we have to get the best things that we can possibly get into our systems. That's going to require good food, staying away from sugar because that destroys our immune system. It really does. It stuns our immune system and makes it go, all right, nothing's happening right now because it's trying to get over the sugar. I mean, as if we need that, right? So we have this thing, what we call, these 5 supplements that we call the Immunity High Five, because these are the minerals and the vitamins that are oftentimes gapping or missing or whatever in our bodies and in our food, whatever. This is what I built a COVID protocol with, and these are now on special. Christy, thanks for the stars. I got 50 stars from Christy. I don't know what to do with them, but thank you for the stars. Anyway, so these supplements, if you buy 2 sets of the Immunity High Five, I'll send you a 3rd one free. That's like 3 months for the price of 2. Take them every day. We have a little handout that tells you exactly how to take them. And I'm telling you, this is some serious business. All 5 of them. Plus, we will also send you our bone broth book, because I believe that soup is just necessary food when you're going through any kind of cold or whatever. So this is going to help your family. This is going to help your family in 3 months for the price of 2. Find it at savingdinner.com/show. Okay? Show. All you have to do is do that. And open another tab, savingdinner.com/show. That's your link to go grab it. And I'm telling you, it's a great deal. It's a fantastic screaming deal, as a matter of fact. And my whole thing is I want to support you as you're supporting your family, yourself. And the best deal that I can possibly give you, I am going to, because this is how it works. You're changing your life, Christy. God bless you. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be a part of it, and thank you for being here. We also have this quote deck. Speaking of changing your life, when you change your environment, you change the things that you surround yourselves with, you change your life. Have you noticed that? This is the one that I have on my little wooden stand that says, from Peggy Noonan, part of courage is simple consistency. That's my whole thing. And speaking of consistency, my clip in accountability, yes, I did. I did 2 things. I did an upper body, lower body, and I have 2 more things to do on my stack. But I did it, and I'm pleased to report back that I did it. Anyway, if you want to get your own quote deck, it's super easy, and there's like a ton of stuff in here. It costs nothing to dream, but everything if you don't, from Rita Davenport. Isn't that great? Let me see if I can find one I haven't shared before. Little hinges swing big doors. This is one of my favorites because it doesn't take much to open a great big door that seemingly seems shut. Logic only gives woman what she needs. Magic gives her what she wants. And on it goes. 52 of these. You can check it out at savingdinner.com/quote. If you buy 2 decks, we will ship it to you free as well. So check that out. This is a serious consideration for those of you who are wanting to set up your environment for success. Also, we have the mugs. They're back in stock. You can find out all about them at savingdinner.com/mug, including how to get one for free and how to just buy one straight out because you know you want them. All right, I think I talked about everything that I need to talk about. Show notes are at savingdinner.com. Go to savingdinner.com and just get our newsletter. That's how you get our show notes. And keep your eyeballs peeled this week. We're going to be turning the switch on and the brand new website is going to come. And wait till you see how much easier it is to order. Everything about it is so intuitive and beautiful. I mean, they did a stellar job, these guys. I'm just chomping at the bit, waiting for this thing to turn on. I can't wait. Anyway, that's what we have for you. Anything else? The only other thing that I can say is that if you are still wanting to go check out the new webinar that I just did on food addiction, and if this is something that's one of your issues, man, I get it. Believe me, I get it. I've walked in those shoes for a very, very long time, and I figured some of this stuff out. And go to savingdinner.com/freedom to watch it. Now, I will tell you, we used a new platform. We had some tech issues in the front. So, go clean a toilet or something while you're waiting for us to get through the tech issues. There's no way to do it. So let me see if I can take this down. Because I did this on purpose because I knew you'd be looking at this and saying, what's that about? This is what we're talking about today, okay? What we're talking about today is the difference between a growth mindset versus a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. We talk about this all the time. And the reason this is the delineation here, I think, is super important, because oftentimes we get stuck with this thinking and we're not understanding that there are two different ways to think. And one is going to trap us, and one is going to let us go free. And one is going to give us the opportunity to see life in a whole new light. Now, I'm asking you to take notes today. If you don't, come back and you can watch this again, because this is good stuff right here. This is from Carol Dweck's book called Mindset. And her book is just phenomenal. If you want to understand how your mind works and you want to understand how to upgrade it, this is from her book. Okay? Giving all the kudos to where they belong. Now, a fixed mindset is interesting, because a fixed mindset says intelligence is set. That once you are, and we were told this, right? After a certain age, that's it. Your intelligence is set. That's not true, because a growth mindset says intelligence can be developed. And let's remember, there's more than book intelligence. There's more than just being an academic. There's also emotional intelligence, right? We know about that, and we understand that we can develop empathy, we can develop big hearts of love, that we can develop and become even more than we are when we are in a growth mindset, but not when we're in this fixed mindset. Now, a fixed mindset avoids challenges. It's too hard, I can't, I struggle, I'm overwhelmed. Things like that let you know that that's what happens. Whereas a growth mindset embraces challenges. A growth mindset embraces challenges and says, okay, so that's hard, but how am I going to get around that? Well, you heard me talk about this week on this Saturday, right? I was talking about this exact thing. It's like there will be obstacles. Plan on it. But your thing is not to say, oh my gosh, there's an obstacle, I'm going to turn around and go back. It's like, okay, so do I go under, around, over, or just drill right through it? That's the whole thing. And that's a growth mindset. The fixed mindset says obstacles just either give us a defensive thing, like, oh, I can't handle that, that's too big for me, it's too hard, or give up, retreat, that's what that's about. Versus obstacles for someone with a growth mindset means that you're going to persist even with the setbacks. And this is the place that I want you to go to, because when we decide we're never going to quit on ourselves, then we're going to find, like Edison did, 1,000 different ways that something doesn't work. But that doesn't mean we're done. If we just give up on ourselves, then, life is just Netflix and nothing. And I know you're more than that. Remember that. You're so much more than that. Why the heck are you otherwise here? Efforts for a fixed mindset, they're either fruitless or worth, oh, I might as well not even try. It's too hard. I can't do that. Well, she can, but I can't. Blah, 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 blah. Versus effort as a path to mastery. Practice. Doing it again. Going over and over again. Okay, so I figured out how not to do it, but my efforts are worth keeping the pressure on, because then we start to figure things out. Because everything, what is it? Evidently, everything is eminently figure-outable if only we look for it, right? Now, criticism. Wow, fixed mindset with criticism, you ignore it even if it's helpful or useful, because you get hurt, you don't want to hear it, whatever this whole thing is. This is a mindset, right? Fixed mindset, criticism comes, that's it, I'm done, right? Versus criticism, this is something I can learn from. You might not like, nobody likes criticism. Can we, amen? But what if you looked at criticism and said, even though I don't like the delivery system, even though I don't like the way this person said it, is there a lesson there for me to use, right? The last one, the next one is success of others. Now, when you have a fixed mindset, the success of others, you feel threatened, you feel jealous, you have envy, you're spending a lot of energy comparing yourself, right? We've talked about that so much, because what happens? Energy flows where your attention goes. Woo, right here. Versus success of others, you find inspirational. You get to learn lessons from them. And with the fixed mindset, you get limited success if you're just so, tight like that and not interested in what other people are doing, versus if you are inspired by other people's success, then maybe they're going to give you an idea or two. Whoa, how about that? And you get a higher level of success. Now, all of these things, they're in Carol's book, of course, and you can find them probably pinned all over Pinterest. But this is the stuff that makes us understand how we're wired. And this is the stuff that helps us to become the women that we want to become, because we can easily identify what's fixed and what's growth. And you might not be on everything on the fixed side, or you might not have everything on the growth side either. But it's up to you to find what needs a little tweaking, what needs a little squeeze, what needs a little refinement here. 5 things for growth mindset, because I want you to take this stuff and this is how you apply it. It gives us an opportunity to look at our thinking and figure out what needs to be flipped. That's number 1, because no one is standing there in this fixed mindset and just balled up in a little corner in the corner of the room, and nobody is sitting there with this exemplary growth mindset and is just Buddha up on the hill just doling out wisdom from afar. It doesn't work that way. We all go kind of pinging back and forth a little bit, but when we're aware of this, we get to start changing some stuff up. This is the pancake diet where you get to flip your thinking, right? This is the only time we use pancakes, by the way. Number 2 is remember that a growth mindset is a belief system. So is the fixed mindset. And it's a belief system that just puts you, there's no options. That's the thing that I saw about that. And when I first learned about this, probably a good, I'm going to say 10 years ago, it was like freedom. It was like somebody handing me keys to my cage, because I didn't see myself doing this. And then once I started to see it, game over. Things started to change because I didn't want to get stuck. That's what this is. Fixed, stuck. Growth, opportunity. So the other thing I want you to say is, this is a belief system. Collect evidence to support the beliefs that you want, right? Don't look for all this evidence. See, I told you it didn't work. See, I told you it's never going to work. See, I told you that that's too hard. That's too much of a struggle. That's this, that, and the other things. For everybody else, it's not for you. Or even if you're saying that to yourself. Instead, just believe that you have the possibility of finding the things that you need, and as you do, you will. I mean, I've shared with you, this house was part of my belief system, and then next up was that boat that I had, part of my belief system, and it's all here. It's all sitting here in this house. Well, the boat's out on the dock, but all part of my belief system. When we have a growth mindset, we have a mindset that has, boundless energy attached to it, lots of energy attached to it, where fixed mindset has none. It's very low vibe. It's interesting how this whole thing works. So look for the evidence to support the beliefs that you want, because as you open your mind to do that, you will. That's just how this works. Number 3, ask what if. What if is a growth mindset. What if I just opened my mind and thought these things? What if I believed that there was a better job for me out there somewhere? What if I told that guy down in the cubicle across the way there that I thought he was cute, or that, hey, let's go have some coffee or something? What if? What ifs are fabulous. What if I got a dog? What if I, sailed around the world? What if? What ifs open the whole world up to whatever it is that you want to do, instead of if only I could travel all around the world. Woe is me, Eeyore. I mean, this is an Eeyore thing, if only. Yeah, if only I could do that. If only I had the energy for that. If only it was easier. If only I didn't like sugar so much. If only, and on it goes. If only. Well, you know what? We all have something that wants to hold us back. But you know what? We all have the ability to unplug from that at any time, because if only is never going to give you anything that you want, it's only going to put you into this little wah-wah place. Who wants that? That's just ugh. And nobody wants to hang around with that, by the way. Number 4, fake it until you make it. You ever heard of that? Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm in the midst of that. I am an athlete. And today, when I wanted to drop the weights, when I was doing this twisty thing, oh my gosh, just even doing it right now, I'm dying. But when I was doing it, I had 10 seconds left. And you know what? I would have, and I was this close to almost saying, that's enough of that. But I said, anything for 10 seconds? I can do this for 10 seconds. And I did it. I went a little bit extra, just a little extra, so I could prove to myself that I could do it and I could keep up with the 30-year-olds. So there, I did it. That's number 4. Act as if. Because when you act as if, it's going to come. I am an athlete. There it is. Number 5, ask for help. Good heavens. Don't we all need help? We all need help from time to time. We need encouragement. We need support, you know? One of the things that kind of semi bothers me, but I understand what it's about, is like when somebody comes online and they put, does anyone else, and then start in this fill in the, anyone else feel lost? Anyone else still, because we want community. But it's usually a negative thing. Anybody else struggling with this? Anybody else having the hardest time? That's not, we don't want that kind of company. Instead, what we want to do, instead of saying anyone else, how about instead is saying, hey, I want to be uplifted here. I want to be a big part of this community. I want to have my life on that track, not this one over here. Having a little bit of an issue over here, but I don't want to. What I want is this level of living. We don't want people to commiserate with. Commiserating is just way down here. We want empathy, sure, but we don't want to join my misery club is what that is. Anyone else want to join my misery club? Let's get out of that, shall we? Should we drop the whining, drop all this stuff? We want to drop this fixed mindset so we have the growth mindset. That doesn't mean we don't, we need to always have that kind of support. And that's why we do these, that's why we talk about this stuff all the time. Noreen says negative Nelly. Exactly. And negative Nellies just aren't a whole bunch of fun. You can struggle, but you don't need to ask other people to join your struggle team. You just need to ask other people to join, that to help you and to bring you into their happy place so that you can be part of the rising tide. You don't want to be the wah-wah. You don't want to be the anchor, right? We all want to hold each other up. We need the community, but we also need to take responsibility for what's going on inside and make a decision that we are no longer going to be in this fixed mindset. We're going for the growth. We're going for the growth. Our community is amazing. Our community rises up all the time. It's always a level up. It's always another level up. It's always saying, here I am, there you are, and let's support one another. I see it every single day. Every single day that I open it up and my Facebook, and I look and I see this incredible community coming together to help one another out, to share something that's going on in their lives, to share vulnerable stuff too. We can do this for one another. It takes a minute to develop this kind of thing, but I'm going to tell you what, it's worth all the time in the world. And my strong suggestion is that you stay on top of it because you're worth this effort. You're worth flipping out a belief system that no longer serves you and getting one that's full of growth. And I don't care how old you are, by the way, because wherever you are in this lifetime, and the fact that you're watching this right now is telling me this is of interest to you. You feel a little something in your heart, this little stir, because the possibilities for you and the opportunities for you are endless. Isn't that exciting? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that, kind of made you go ding because I found that to just be so absolutely helpful. That's where it's at. We want to be growth mindset folk. All the way, 100%. So I invite you to this. And I also invite you, if you are struggling with food addiction and that's what's been holding you back for a long time, go take a watch. You can find it at savingdinner.com/freedom if you have been involved with being hooked on food. I get it. You don't have to. Addiction stuff doesn't have to be that way. Go to savingdinner.com/freedom and you can watch the whole thing. And by the way, you are also going to be getting a little bit of fuzzy from the very beginning. Just bear with it and do something else because there's no way to fast forward. But it's about 10 minutes worth of, gobbledygook trying to figure things out. savingdinner.com/freedom. If I can help you in any way too, just pop me an email and I'm happy to answer that. Love you guys. Peace be with you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.